Empathy is often celebrated as the foundation of kindness, a trait that connects us as human beings. But what happens when this ability to understand and feel others' emotions is weaponized? This is where dark empathy comes into play, a chilling psychological phenomenon where an individual possesses high emotional intelligence, not to heal or support, but to control, manipulate, and even harm others. Unlike psychopaths or narcissists who lack true empathy, dark empaths recognize emotions deeply but use this understanding for personal gain. They are the ones who know exactly how to comfort you in your lowest moments, only to later use that vulnerability against you. Imagine confiding in a close friend about your deepest insecurities, believing they genuinely care. They reassure you, offer words of wisdom, and make you feel safe. But over time, they subtly start leveraging that trust, making you feel guilty for setting boundaries, pushing you into decisions you wouldn't normally make, and subtly controlling how you perceive yourself. This is the power of dark empathy. It's not forceful, it's persuasive, deceptive, and insidious. A dark empath doesn't manipulate you in obvious ways. They don't need threats or aggression. Instead, they subtly infiltrate your mind using three primary tactics: emotional mirroring, guilt-tripping, and strategic vulnerability. First, emotional mirroring. They reflect your emotions so well that you feel an instant, almost supernatural connection with them. If you're excited, they match your enthusiasm. If you're sad, they empathize deeply, making you believe you've found someone who truly understands you. But here's the dangerous part. This mirroring is not genuine. It's a calculated effort to make you trust them completely, giving them the keys to your emotions. Next, guilt-tripping. Dark empaths are experts at making you feel like you owe them. Have you ever had someone constantly remind you of all the things they've done for you, even when you never asked for it? After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me. Sound familiar? They create a debt of gratitude, making it difficult for you to say no or set boundaries. The more you resist, the more they manipulate your sense of morality and responsibility. Finally, strategic vulnerability. This is where dark empaths truly excel. They don't just make you open up, they open up first. They share deeply emotional stories about their past, hardships, or struggles, making you feel obligated to reciprocate. But pay close attention. Have you noticed that their stories always cast them in a sympathetic light? They are always the misunderstood victim or the noble hero. This isn't just storytelling, it's a psychological trap. By making themselves appear vulnerable, they create an unbreakable emotional bond with you, making it nearly impossible to suspect them of manipulation. Ever had a friend who always seemed to have one more tragic story whenever you tried to confront them? Dark empaths are like emotional magicians. Every time you think you've caught on, they pull another trick from their sleeve. Now, you might be wondering, are dark empaths aware of what they're doing, or is it simply their nature? The answer is complex. Some researchers believe that dark empathy develops as a survival mechanism, perhaps as a response to childhood trauma or unstable relationships. These individuals learn to read emotions with precision, not out of kindness, but out of necessity. They become hyper-aware of social dynamics, using their understanding of human emotions to navigate difficult environments. Others, however, learn these tactics deliberately. They recognize that empathy gives them influence, whether in relationships, business, or leadership. History is full of charismatic figures who used their charm and emotional intelligence to manipulate masses, build empires, or destroy lives. But here's the real question. If someone close to you is a dark empath, how would you even know? Because they don't attack you. They make you trust them first. Dark empaths are hard to spot because they mask manipulation with kindness. Here's how to protect yourself. Trust actions, not words. They say all the right things, but watch what they do. If their actions don't match their words, be cautious. Set boundaries. They blur lines to make you feel guilty for saying no. Be firm and unapologetic. Spot the emotional debt trap. Do you feel obligated rather than appreciated? Real kindness doesn't come with strings attached. Beware of strategic vulnerability. If someone constantly plays the victim but never takes responsibility, they may be manipulating you. Limit emotional exposure. Don't reveal too much too soon. The more they know, the easier it is to control you. Trust your gut. If something feels off, don't ignore it. Your intuition senses danger before your mind does. Dark empathy is dangerous because it hides behind compassion. But there are even darker forces, like the dark triad, that destroy relationships in even more toxic ways. Want to know how? Click here before it's too late. Until next, stay curious, stay unpredictable with Psychology Pulse.